Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, May 4th, and economic news releases. So we just got a couple minor ones today, but it is kind of setting the tone for potentially the rest of this week. We had ADP numbers that came in, not bad numbers, 179,000 new jobs is what they're saying in the private sector, but it was below their expectations of approximately about 200,000. So the big numbers we're really going to need to watch. We'll have some indications tomorrow with initial jobless claims. Remember, this is for last week of April. So remember, we were getting about a month or so there where we had approximately 300,000 initial jobless claims, in the high threes. So it's under 400,000, which was kind of a psychological barrier, for a while there. But the last 2 weeks, we got above 400,000. So it'll be interesting to see what tomorrow comes in. So that could create a little bit of volatility there. But the big ones will be on Friday when we get those job numbers. So on the ISM services side, again, that also dropped a little bit too. So not so good of news on that section there. And so again, this all doesn't bode well for stocks. So a lot of that money is going into the bond market, and we'll kind of see that here. So you can see where interest rates are heading. So this is kind of good news for bond, but bad news for stocks. So it looks like we could have a rally, reversing trends now. So the bulls are going to the bonds and bears going to the equities markets here. So let's take a look here at the bond market. So here's the bond market we're kind of just discussing here, and as you can kind of see, if we had the trend going upwards here, and if we made a line here, we would be kind of touching almost the lower portion because we're going kind of in a sideways pattern here. So we would have the upper echelon here, and we would have the lower, since sideways, it would be kind of touching the lower end here. Now, this is looking like more and more like it's going to be waiting for the job numbers on Friday, as we're kind of like, again, we're going in this sideways pattern here. And we got a lot of potential for upside here. Now, we haven't reached these levels probably since around December, November, January, around October, between October and January of last year, 2010. Even March, when we had our highs here, we touched on the 102, high 102 levels, but right now we're at 103.06 today. So we're having a nice little rally here. And if we go back, as we were saying, we're on October, November, we're way up here on the 106 range. So around November-ish, we were probably right around this range, or late October, right around this range here. So these were the last times we were at this. So we have the potential to break upwards to go. So depending on what the job numbers, we don't obviously have crystal ball where job numbers were. Remember, we did have a couple weeks that were under 400,000, and the last 2 weeks primarily were above 400,000. So it'll be definitely interesting to see what we have. So, or even tomorrow's numbers will be interesting because tomorrow will be basically last week of April. See what kind of plays into what's going on. So look for tomorrow, see if they're high initial jobless claims, and I guess base your opinion on that and see where things might land on Friday. So we could, if job numbers are bad, and obviously you're going to see a huge spike upwards as the stock market, as we've been seeing, has been kind of declining. So, this will be a make or break. Very shortly with next day or two. All right, folks, but right now interest rates are looking a lot better. And folks, I'm also a loan officer. If you're looking for a mortgage in the state of California, I can also help assist you. You can check out my other websites here at obviously at Mike's Daily Market Report and MikeBjork.com, even CaliforniaMortgageTips.com and the Mike's Homebuyer University.com. I have some great resources there. But feel free to give me a call at 310-694-3544. I can do refinances, and I also do purchases. So I can help you get pre-approved to buy that next home here. So thank you, and keep me in mind.